Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for your accommodation. I'm running between several appropriate committees this afternoon, so I appreciate the opportunity to ask Administrator Loeffler a few questions. Now, first of all, I've been hearing from small businesses in my state about the SBA grants that have been canceled and frozen. One example is you canceled a $2.5 million regional innovation cluster contract in Washington State that would have supported small businesses that were working on carbon capture and utilization and storage. It's not an isolated case, but that is a program that Congress historically funded with strong bipartisan support. I wanted to ask you today, why have you canceled funding for a program that has bipartisan support and really drives small business growth in our emerging sectors?
Vice Chair, thank you for the question. Our regional innovation clusters are certainly mechanisms to deliver support, technical assistance to small businesses in various regions based on expertise in that region and the needs of that region. I have broad authority in this administration to reshape the regional innovation clusters, and we are undertaking a review of those programs to right-size them and form them to where the needs are most urgent. Right now, we've just announced that we have a regional innovation cluster centered around manufacturing because of the skills and efforts and the focus needed on that right now. But we intend to continue to pursue these programs based on the regional needs, and we'll be working.
I would just say this is a regional need, and I would just ask you to go back and look at that one. Happy to provide you information, but it really is a critical one for our region.
I'd be happy to work with your office.
Okay, and I wanted to say, I met with some small business owners in Seattle a few weeks ago. One of them runs a coffee shop and imports green tea. And like a lot of small business owners that I'm talking to, and you know they operate on very thin margins, so the current tariffs are hitting them really hard. We don't grow green tea in the United States. I doubt we ever will. And given that that increased cost imposed by those tariffs could really, he told me, shutter his business, what should they do in this situation?
So this period of negotiation, is not one where we don't acknowledge their near-term effects, but for the long term, we want to have a situation.
This is a small business; they can't last much longer.
Well, what we're focused on is ensuring that we never get in the position again of having unfair trade, and that's what President Trump's fighting for. That's what we're fighting for. We just yesterday put out our Make Onshoring Great Again directory to ensure that small businesses have access to a million suppliers across this country that can offer alternatives to them.
But this country doesn't produce green tea, and this small business is not going to last more than a few months. I hear your bigger scheme is that someday this will all pay off. This small business won't be there. I'm just asking you,
yes.
What are they supposed to do? Are you going to do you have anything drafted? Are you looking at anything that can help these small businesses who are on the verge of closing right now? And they can't wait 2, 3, 5, 6 months from now.
Well, what the SBA is offering is certainly the capital, the counseling that they need, as well as import and export loan financing to deal with these times of uncertainty. But the uncertainty is going to be short-lived. President Trump already has 75 countries at the negotiating table. We've already cut deals with China and the UK, and there's more to come. And small businesses are benefiting because inflation is down, because we're having $10 trillion of investment that we've never had in this country. We have economic opportunity on the horizon that is really unprecedented.
I appreciate that you have an optimistic view. I'm just telling you, having sat down and met with these small businesses, whether it's shutting the regional SBA office or canceling these grants to support our entrepreneurs or these tariffs that are having impact on, there are small businesses that will not make it based on your optimism.
And there are small businesses that are going to be struggling if we don't pass this tax bill too. So small businesses unfortunately bear a lot of headwinds of uncertainty right now, specifically with regard to the tax bill that will affect 100% of all.
I'm not here to talk about the tax bill. I'm talking about our little shop owners that aren't going to make it.
Well, small businesses
but I
obviously
appreciate
face a number
your response. Thank you.
Thank you.